Tough game. I thought our kids played hard. We had a tale of two halves. I thought we played outstanding in the first half. I thought in the second half we didn't play as well. I thought they played outstanding in the second half. We had our opportunities. We had a few critical penalties, but at the end of the day, it was a hard-fought football game, and we needed to stay on the field better. On third down, we didn't get off the field on third down, and we had a lot of opportunities in the first half, but we kicked field goals instead of getting touchdowns in there. So that showed up. We gotta just keep going. Get ready to play the rival border war here this week, which will be a tough week, and keep pressing forward. So, any questions?
Steve, is the most disheartening, considering where your defense had played, the two 97-yard touchdown drives that Boise did when they were staying on the field and you didn't get off? Is that the most disheartening part?
I mean, we just didn't get off the field. I don't use the words disheartening, but I just feel like we didn't get off the field. We didn't, and then in the third quarter, we finally got off the field, but got pinned inside the 2, and I think on the next drive in the third quarter, we had the penalty that brought back the throw that brought us inside the 20, which was probably a darn near 60-yard swing. So you can't have that in these kind of games. A lot of players made a lot of plays. There was a lot of plays made in that game. The stats, I think we were over 5.5 yards per play, and we had a lot of good things that went on. But again, kicked too many field goals with too many opportunities in the first half inside the red zone, and on defense we didn't get off the field. We had plenty of third down opportunities in the second half. Those two things usually, and then we had a punt creased, and I don't know what happened on that. I have to take a look at the film. I couldn't answer that. I think that in these, I really liked the way we were playing in the first half. I mean, we were moving the ball well and making a lot of plays. But yes, we should have. You want to get more touchdowns than you do field goals. But I don't think. I think our third quarter was not a good quarter. I mean, it just wasn't good on either side of the ball, and we needed to come out and play lights out in the third quarter. And obviously, we did not do that. I don't know. We might have touched the ball twice in the third quarter, one of which was from inside our 2. So that wasn't great. I would say that's the most disappointing thing to me, is the way we played in the third quarter. It just wasn't. It wasn't in line with the way we played in the first half at all.
Steve, how are you feeling personally? We got a release that you were upstairs, that you were downstairs. You looked okay. We don't usually get those releases. That's what we ask.
Yeah. I mean, I had a lower leg issue, and the doctor felt that I needed to stay off my leg, and the plan was to try to come down in the fourth quarter to limit the amount of standing and pressure that I would put on that leg. So I just stuck to what that plan was, and did that, and have to evaluate tomorrow. Really, just kind of where that's at right now. But it's not a big deal, but just a big enough deal that I couldn't be on my legs for that length of time. So did exactly what they said that I should do. I followed those instructions.
Have you ever had the head coach from the booth at all, and
No.
did it affect anything, do you feel, or
No.
slightly different procedure?
Just different. I think everything operated really well. I mean, I'm proud of the way the coaches and everybody operated. And one thing, it was good. I had a great vision of what was going on up there. I mean, that wouldn't be my ideal way of doing things, but there's nothing I could do. That's just the way it is. So I just had to do that.
Coach, not beating Boise State for this team's history, is there a level of frustration, and what was the message to the team that you're going to get over this hump at some point against this team and win against this team?
I did not say that in the locker room. I think that's an accurate statement, and I think that we felt we had a great opportunity to do that today, but we didn't get it done. And I mean, we'll get it done. That'll happen. I don't really, all of that stuff, I'm more interested in how we played in the second half, to be honest with you, than I am all that other stuff. We played physical enough, and we played well enough in the first half, obviously, and just didn't in the second half. And that's my responsibility to figure that out. And why does that pop up from time to time? I mean, it happens across the country, but it didn't. I loved our energy at halftime. I did. I look in our team's eye. Everything about it I thought was excellent. I'm surprised, we couldn't get off the field on defense in the third quarter, like I said, and I think our first possession started inside our own 2, and on the next possession we got, which I feel like was pretty down the line in the third quarter, was the penalty that brought us back from being inside the red zone. That was, as I'm talking to you right now, I mean, that was obviously a big momentum turn of the game right there. And I don't remember the sequences on defense, how many were third down and whatevers that kept getting converted along the way, because there was a 97, Stoney put that thing inside around the 3-yard line at some point and came 97 yards. I mean, that's a lot of yards, hard to do. And they did it.
Just the defense, obviously, a couple of those, it seemed they were on the field a lot in the second half. Do you think that kind of had an impact too, or just kind of getting gassed?
Sure, you got to get off the field. When you start, it's hard on a 97-yard drive. We talk about that all the time. I mean, how many first downs are in a 97-yard drive? Probably, I don't know. I don't even know the numbers right in front of me right now, but I'm guessing a fair amount. And it's really taxing on the defense. That's why third down conversions are so important on both sides of the ball. On offense, you're trying to get first downs, and on defense, you're trying to get off the field because, like you said, you get gassed and you lose momentum. And I don't remember how many third downs and what they were in that drive, but I thought there was another critical third down where I thought the quarterback came out of the pocket. We had him in the pocket. It was probably 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6. I don't know what quarter that was in. It was probably the third or the beginning of the fourth quarter. Might have been the beginning of the fourth quarter. I thought that was another critical one because I think that drive ended up scoring. And we had him right there. It was going to be 4th down. And not only do we have him, the other thing you got to pay attention to is field position. Field position. You can't put that, you don't want to put the offense on the long field and you don't want to put the defense on the short field. I mean, you just don't want to do that. And that happened too frequently in the second half.
You didn't have much of a traditional run game. Boise State was pretty effective at stopping your running backs. So how did you feel about the way Todd played tonight? It seemed like he carried the load and did a fairly good job of doing.
Yeah, I mean, we were trying to hit a lot of play actions, and we made a lot of plays. And nakeds where he had the ability to run a couple of times, and I thought we did some good things in there, and Hunt and pecked around a little bit for some runs. But our play actions, once again, were there. Probably needed even more of them. I thought we threw the ball well in a drop-back fashion at times as well. There was good play in there, but in the first half there was a lot of good play, but in the second half there wasn't enough consistency.
Steve, this is asked out of curiosity and not avarice or agenda. You guys have circled the wagons this year. It's kind of been a roller coaster already in halfway through the year. What was your mindset, or maybe your reasoning? Was that circling the wagons the reason why media were sort of not allowed this week, which has been unusual for you guys?
Well, I mean,
that's a message to the team, to us.
No. I had my press conference after the game last week. I had my press conference on Monday. But during the week, on Tuesday and Wednesday, it was my decision. I just felt like we needed great focus. It was more of a focus issue of being locked into getting ready to play Boise. And then, of course, I'm having this press conference and have another press conference on Monday. So, I mean, we're pretty open door policy around this place now. I've been a lot of places where that's not the case, and that's not where I'm at, But this week, on Tuesday, Wednesday, I felt like we needed to really make sure we had our complete focus, and so that was our decision.
In a way, is it nice having Wyoming next week? It won't be hard, I'm sure, to turn the page and focus on that.
I think so. I think it's great that we have the border war, tremendous enthusiasm and passion for the game, and we'll have a good week. we're playing at a very physical level right now. I mean, we are very physical. We are a physical, hard-nosed football team. That's what we are right now. And I think, we're just continuing to iron out, some things that we need to get better at. But the level of toughness and the level of physicality and the makings of a really good football program are very, very much in place. And, we just got to keep building. I mean, we're essentially in year one, and that's what we're trying to build right now, is that level of consistency. And I think that, that comes with more, time and culture within our program. And, yeah, we got a big game this week. Our goal is to go out there and play really well and win that game. And you go one game at a time. That's where we're at. All right. Thank you.